All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to my video here on CoolStuffInc.com. Got a sweet one for you today. I like cookies. Took this to 7th place of the Birds of Paradise Standard Challenge on Magic Online, and it's a pretty cool looking deck. I did change the mana base a little bit, but basically this is a Cascade deck, and in true Cascade fashion, it's trying to always cascade in the same card. This time being Imodane's Recruiter. So of course, Discover is just like Cascade, where when you discover, flip cards top of your library until you find a card mana value of whatever it says. So Discover 3. Etali's Favor is also Discover 3, so it finds itself or a 3-drop. And then we have Quintorius can go down the chain as well as Trumpeting Carnosaur. So in Magic Christmas Land, we cast a Carnosaur, which hits a Quintorius, which cascades into an Appraiser, which cascades into a Favor, and then 3 more Favors, and then Imodane's Recruiter to give everything haste. So everything, all roads lead to Imodane's Recruiter. And the way to actually play a deck that can, have a functional mana curve is by playing kind of cheating on that. So adventure cards, prototype cards, this costs 6 mana, but you can cast it for 3. This costs 5 mana, but you can cast it for 2. Cease from Slumber costs 2 mana, but it costs 5. And Virtue, same idea. You can cast the Arden Veil Fealty off the Cascade. So play stuff, Cascade and Imodane's Recruiter, kill your opponent, and obviously you should be able to grind pretty well because it's just all card advantage. Just every card just creates more cards, which is really, really cool. I mean, Mirrex is a big deal, I think, here in the mana base. Getting the nod over Fountain Pour because the tokens are just more aggressive. And it's also a mana fixer, which is good too. And you just want to make bodies, being able to make bodies in the longer games and then Imodane's Recruiter them up. Rule spell is a little light here. We got Carnosaur Cycle, we got Cease from Slumber, and Season of the Burrow. But this is definitely more of a linear kind of get you deck. And the sideboard has a bunch of rule spells. And then in Cascade fashion also, whatever card you side in that costs 3 or less, you will always cascade into. So if we're playing against a graveyard deck, we bring in 2 Rest in Peace. Every card in our entire deck will find Rest in Peace, which is pretty sweet. So Shelter by Ghost for red decks. Kayla's Command, I don't really understand why what this card does, and then Starfall Invocation is really cool because you can Wrath and then blink, save one of your creatures, and then cascade into an Imodane's Recruiter and attack immediately, which is cool too. So that looks really fun. We're gonna try it out and give it a spin and see how it goes. Brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com.
CoolStuffInc.com is a proud sponsor of Jim Davis, and you can show your support while getting 5% off your entire order by using the promo code JIM5 at checkout. Need singles for constructed or kitchen table play? Looking to pick up sealed product or the latest in Magic accessories? We've got you covered. CoolStuffInc.com is the place for all your Magic the Gathering needs, and remember to use the code JIM5 at checkout for 5% off. CoolStuffInc.com, cool stuff in stock.
All right, on the play with the 2-lander. That's pretty sketchy. This deck's got to make the land drops. Yeah, we can't keep this. It's just not worth the risk. We basically have to draw like 2 lands in a row to make our hand functional. So, sorry about that. We're gonna mulligan into a better hand. So we'll keep this. Probably just dump the Imodane's Recruiter, honestly. So we're going to cascade into that. Let's go Seraph into... We'll go Seraph into Appraiser or Beza based on the board state. Botanical Sanctum, Sorcery Speed Opt. Sure. We draw 2-drop. That is gas. All right. Fire it up. I just assume this is the Beans deck. But sure, let's play land. It might counter this, but whatever. Prototype again. Alright, and then we're just going to move to combat. And give this Vigilance. I mean, Lifelink, I guess. You get him for 2. Okay. Cash grab? Sure. Yeah, find some beans. Yeah, this is just the blue-green, like, beans. Tolarian Terror decks. Get Storm Chaser's Talent. I mean, we can draw a land here, obviously, but here's a token. We don't draw a land. That sucks. I mean, we can activate this thing on itself, I guess, but... I kind of want to give this flying. I guess if we have 2... They're not likely to have 2 spells, but... The problem is if they have a bounce spell here, I go to pump this Enabler, and they bounce this thing. That would stink, but... Alright. Lifelink's also... Lifelink's a bigger draw, just lifelink. Lifelink attack. This can pump itself. It's an assembly worker, so attack of both of these. And they have a bounce spell. So, not ideal, but we have to play this turn anyway, so it's sort of like, you know, whatever. Alright, sure. So, need to draw some lands for sure. Take 2. They could have blocked, but also each pump, so. And easy there, Karn. I don't like that bet. Karn, you're going to damage the arena game board, alright? Take it easy. So, need to draw lands. Just A number 1. This is definitely a deck that needs to make its land drops. We're playing 25 lands and 4 scry lands to try and help that happen. Scry lands over surveil lands because we don't use our graveyard in any way at all. So, here's Talon again. I mean, they're like kind of doing stuff. They have no spells to cast the crab now. They probably cast the crab. We draw another non-land. Right. Well, this is a pretty rough game. Just not really drawing any lands here. They're just going to tap down my 2 attackers, I would assume. Going to give flying and lifelink. They're going to tap them both down. Yeah, so it's a little rough, honestly. You know, need to make some land drops here. We do have a decent board. I mean, the ability to gain some life with the Seraphs also. If you draw a land and play Appraiser, oh man, they're just really towning us right now. They tapped badly, which is good. Auto tapper got them. They're gonna pollen, so they're gonna crab us again. I guess we'll. It sucks. It's like we're actually like our Beza's not even good. Come on. Oh, why you like this? All right, so we're just gonna play the Seraph. Playing favor to get a recruiter isn't very good in this spot anyway, so alright, I'm gonna target both of these, they're gonna tap them. And I mean, you know, for a game that we're been stuck on 3 lands, I guess we're like not doing the worst. And they just bounce back their thing, do it again. Yeah. So they attack for 5. Bounce the crab. I guess we could see whatever. What are we gonna do? You know, they're just gonna do it. All right, so they're gonna bounce that and get in for a pretty big chunk. They're gonna leave back the crab. We draw another non-land, which is getting ridiculous at this point. Etali's favor hits Imodane Recruiter, but like I don't think that's particularly good here. We're just gonna lifelink and jump. Let's play this thing. We're going to go here and here. We're going to give this thing lifelink and this one flying. Just get in for a hit. I mean, I feel like if we feel like we're in the game, but they have a lot of cards in their hand, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see. They're going to bushwhack. Fight down one of the Steel Seraphs. It's possible you just like cheese them out with a big surprise haste hit, you know? This is an attack for 11 right now. Okay, well, now we're at 13. I mean, our Beza's good now if we draw a land. And they can bring this back again. This card's good. This is a really good card. We drew a land. How lucky. All right, so we're behind on mana and stuff. So we go Beza here. We get 2 tokens, 4 life. Then I can attack and gain 3 more life, and then hope we can just survive it on tap and fire up the old Cascade Chain. We could also see some Slumber the Crab and just play the Assembler, but they're gonna bounce back a spell and prowess. Yeah, let's start by attacking. Let's target this. Get lifelink. Attack. Alright, so Beza, you have a lot of work to do, my friend, but you get treasure here also. So 4 life, 2 tokens, and treasure. Level talent. Return this town. Pretty sick loop, honestly. If they bounce Beza and get super aggressive, actually we have to jump block, right? So play Solarian Terror and say go. All right. So, I mean, we have a lot of stuff. We play Quintorius if we were to Cascade. Try and Cascade into a Cascader and try and get some Quintorius triggers going too. That's not too bad. We could also Appraiser and just leave up Seas from Slumber, which is kind of cool to keep us alive on the backswing. Imodane's Recruiter isn't really great here, though, because like we're not really getting through this. And they have a bounce spell, too. Might just be Quintorius. Let it ride. Play Quintorius. And let's Cascade. Discover 4. Spin the wheel. Looking for a Geological Appraiser. Hit it. Alright. Here's the Appraiser. Drain for 2. They're in this town, targeting what? The Planeswalker? Okay, sure. Let me appraise into a favor. Just gonna go on the Seraph. Cascade again. This one hits a Recruiter. So cast Recruiter. This dead. Holy crap, there's dead. We can get flying at this dude. They're super dead. Holy moly. Wow. That was an insane game. That was absolutely wild. We were stuck on 3 lands for like 100 turns. That was sick. All right, so we're bringing in what? Shelter by Ghost does sort of help defend against. The thing is that like with the Cascade engine, it's kind of awkward because like any card you bring in that mucks up your Cascade like changes the entire texture of all your spells. So like while Shelter by Ghost does some kind of good against them, it runs the risk of like screwing up our Imodane's chains. But like exiling the otter tokens is just free value, and exiling a bigger creature is a little risky, I guess. The invocations are interesting because they do go a little wide, not have counter spells. Season the Burrow seems very expensive. And then Carnosaur is pretty expensive against them too, and the bolt effect isn't very good either. So maybe we want like, and Beza is like kind of cool. Starfall's like clunky and like kind of bad against the the this down part of their deck. We're gonna have to like Disenchants. Sheltered by Ghosts. It's bad against Bounce too. I mean, it's good against the ward's kind of cool against Bounce, but it's still kind of eh. Let's bring in the 2 Wraths and see how it goes. All right, I really am stunned we won that game. Honestly, Mulligan, he missed a bunch of land drops. It's kind of crazy, but cool. That's good. Good sign, right? Looks pretty good. Remember, as we're waiting here, you can use your promo code Jim5 5% off your order. CoolStuffInc.com. As always, you get a cool Jim Davis token. You get a good deal. You get access to CoolStuffInc.com's wide selection and quality products. It's good stuff. I think our opponent's taking a minute there to mentally rein in the last game. Took a little bit of a pause, but we got my Ghost. That's fine. Bunch of 2s. Steel Seraph. And then Bushwhack for a land. We just get the passage for whatever land we want. Let's get a plane or something. Mana's pretty good here. We got two plateaus in our hand. So we got 2-drop. Probably want the Assembler, I guess. They got the Beans is the real like linchpin to their deck, but the Beans in play deck is much different than without. Actually, I cast the Assembler. Alright, so cast Assembler, play Seraph. Our deck is kind of bad against the card Unsummon, unfortunately. And various Unsummon effects. But also, once again, really need to draw lands. Like, really bad. And a talent. So, very good draw on their part so far. They draw another non-land, which is not good. We could just favor into Imodanes here and get in for a pretty solid hit. I think they're playing the Seraph is better, though. Target here. Give it lifelink. Getting in. And then, basically, just want to draw any untapped land. Here's Sleight of Hand. Get the otter train going. Mason. And tear asunder. Sure. That's fine. Let's draw land, please. We really stink at drawing lands. Alright, I guess we're trying to Imodanes here. So, here's a favor. Cascade. Cascade into... Alright, not another favor, unfortunately. Just Imodanes. So, we get it for 7. And I mean... Again, stuck on 3 lands, but we won last game on 3 lands, so... Here's a sleight of hand. I mean, you draw a land for Geological Appraiser, like, into another Imodanes. It feels pretty nice, you know? 3/3 Trample Vigilance Prototype. Assembly Worker. This town is our town. So they're going to bounce the talent and the thing, sure. So they're doing their whole thing already. And play talent again, sure. We again don't draw land. Just kind of astounding, honestly, but 25 lands, clearly not enough. Alright. We're going to give our recruiter flying. Nope, they're not unsummon. Yep, so very, very bad for us. It's hard to imagine a better card than unsummoning against a mana screwed opponent. Might as well be Sword Splashers. Now they can just buy it back again. With 6 mana, they have their Chaser talent plus this town loop. Alright. I mean... Draw a land. It's app land. Great. Play Temple Triumph. Find another land? No. That's gone. Honestly... I think I want to just end step... Virtue... Because they're not going to want to bounce the Immodane's Recruiter, and then if I play Assemble, they'll just build Assembler, they'll just bounce that. So like, just like not let them use this town effectively this turn. They're going to bounce their own Beanstalk and their own talent. Sure. The ultimate Durl deck. Quintorius is a pretty sweet card. Alright, talent again. You got it. It's making the Otter Army. Maybe they would play that first, right? Unless they want to just get back to this town. Sure. So once again, let's say go with this town shields up. They brave enough. They're gonna attack with 1 creature. That's their. So they're brave enough to attack with 1 creature. All right. So we end step. Fire and a Knight. Untap and draw land. No. Inspiring Vantage. All right. So Appraiser it is. Cast Appraiser. And cascade into. There's your Imodanes. We get to attack here, right? They can trade some otters off, but whatever. They bounce the token, trade with prowess otters, but I think that's fine. We got 1 Imodane's Recruiter left. Take 3, wipe their board, mostly. Then we just have the Quintorius next turn. And Quintorius will chain together the damage triggers, so... Chrome Host Seed Shark. Sure. That's interesting. I think I've seen that card in this deck before. Alright, so, I mean, no counterspell. The Quintorius is going to drain him out. Alright. Fire Quintorius. Resolves. They can bounce the Quintorius if they have a way to bounce it. Cascade into a Appraiser. Yes, yes, yes. Do it again? That was kind of gas. Both games stuck on 3 lands. Still win anyway. That was awesome. On the play. Yeah, I mean, it's not great, but we're going to keep. Like, no 2-drop, kind of awkward, but... Seraph into... Yeah, we'll just draw something. You know, right? Just gotta draw a spell that costs 4 or less, basically, and this curve fills out, so... Also drawing a 2-drop would be insane. That'd be great, too, but... Not necessary. Love it. Love it. Opponent discards a Born Oculus to hand size. So they're obviously playing the helping hand. Turn 2 Oculus is pretty good. We beat that? I don't know. We're gonna find out, I guess. Alright, so turn 2 Oculus. It's pretty busto. Let me draw Inspiring Vantage. Alright, well, here's Steel Seraph. We have not found the 3-drop we were looking for, 4-drop we were looking for. Hopefully next turn. I mean, double Quintorius is pretty good. They did miss their first land drop on the draw, so, like, obviously turn 2 Oculus is great, but... Manifest Dread again. We draw plants. Alright, well, it kind of sucks, whatever. Alright, well, what are we gonna do? Cast Immodane's Recruiter. They're going to counter it. Great. That's fantastic, actually. They counter that, not the Quintorius. Quintorius is big game, so... Lifelink, get in the air, gain some life. Say go. Next turn, we get the Quintorius chain going. I mean, we could, in theory, like, cascade Quintorius into Appraiser, into Favor, into Favor, into Favor, into Favor, into Recruiter, and just kill our opponent. It's not, like, completely outlandish. Like, we only have 2 Recruiters left, so... We have 4 Favors to hit and 2 Recruiters to hit. That being said, them saying go, I mean, they're probably going to counterspell and we're probably dead, but whatever. Here's Quintorius. Opt, okay. Quintorius resolves to get a chance. We'll gain a lot of life, too. Alright, Quintorius resolves. Discover 4. Bloodbraid Elf, please. We hit. Oh, actually, Beza's pretty cool, too. I'm down for a Beza. We drain for 2, draw a card, gain 4 life, make 2 tokens. Sure. That's cool with me. And they'll attack the Quintorius as well. Draw a card. Awesome. Let's get some lifelink going here. I got a bounce spell, rule spell, something. Into the Flood Maw. Sure. Alright. I mean, that wasn't bad. Get lost the Beza. Okay. Aggressive. I assume they gotta kill Quintorius here, right? Because we're not dead. 3 tokens of Quintorius. This is actually, like, really good for us. I think this is a bad attack. If they attack Oculus at Quintorius and all of these at me, they deal an extra point because I can't block these anyway. And I actually get to keep my creatures. Sure. I mean, now I get the Quintorius again, and they're at 15. I have 2 creatures in play. We could definitely win the game this turn, like with a good Quintorius hit. So, do I want to map first? Try and set up the cascade. I think I do. Let's map first. Record a Season of the Burrow. That is, I guess, irrelevant, so I'm just going to cascade it anyway, so whatever, sure. Play Quintorius. Fire up the Discover. So, again, we have Bloodbraid into something else, into Imodane's. I think they're dead. We have Beza again. I guess that's fine, right? Once again, we drain. Unfortunately, now our Quintorius is going to die, but you get more tokens, gain more life. Trading 2/2s is probably a net positive or negative for us. Probably a positive. We have Assembler and Steel Seraph next turn. We basically just want to draw any Cascade card. Like, ideally Carnosaur, but other Quintorius would be great also. End step, Moment of Truth. 16 to 11 now. Alright. For a game where our opponent went turn 2 Oculus, this game has gone surprisingly well for us. Yeah. Oh boy, we're dead. They actually only milled over creatures. 9, 10, 11, 12. We're somehow still alive. Their Picklock Prankster failed to find any spells. So they're going to get in for... They're going to leave Quintorius in play. Oh, please just draw a Cascade card. Please just draw a Cascade card. That's not a Cascade card. Yeah, we're dead. 11. We gain 4, maybe 5. We just die. I guess we have double Seraph to block. But they have, like, a way to find spell. We're probably super dead, but I guess we'll try, right? So we'll go land, tap for white, play Seraph. Those are plus Quintorius. Map onto the Beza to gain 5 life on the attack. Bin an Assembler. So I life like the 2-2, right? Yeah, sure. So play this thing. So we're going to go target Beza and target the 2-2. Both going to be lifelink. Both going to attack. So we gain 7. So if they're able to... They would need two kill spells to kill us, I guess. So I don't remember what order these were at all. So we obviously had information on the manifest. That was what I was paying attention. So there were some spells for this. This is 10 power now. They're going to Prankster. They hit a Flood Moth. That's 1. So they need 1 more removal spell and we're dead. Now, the good news is that Rest in Peace is ridiculous against them. And we have, like, 15 Rest in Peace in our deck because all of our Cascade cards will find it. So, recommission Jin. Helping him onto us. Somehow still not dead. Okay. I mean, it's probably got to be an insane Carnosaur turn to win this game, but somehow, some way, we are still in the game. So Carnosaur, please, any Cascade card. They have 4 blockers, but like a nice Cascade chain into an Imodane's would definitely do it. Oh, no. All right. I mean, we almost beat turn 2 Oculus, but all right. That's okay. We're bringing the Rest in Pieces, and everything will be fine. So, Rest in Peace is absolutely busting on this deck, obviously. So, we're going to bring in 2 Rest in Peace. I'd say we're going to cut Season of the Burrow, which is kind of clunky and bad card. The Beza is like, we're kind of good that game, but I feel like they shouldn't be good against them overall in like an average game where we're like playing 2 drops and doing things. Seize from Slumber is fine. Gotta keep Virtue. I'm gonna lower the curve a bit. Cut a Carnosaur, I guess. That's probably just it, honestly. I don't think I want Split Up or Starfall. I want to keep the whole Cascade engine. I gotta keep the 2 drops. Virtue is definitely not great against them. They have a lot of unsummons and stuff, but I think it's fine. On the play. So we have turn 3, Rest in Peace. Great. Keep this. So we got turn 2 Assembler, turn 3 Favor for Rest in Peace. I guess, or it could hit a Imodane's, which is still good, you know. All right, let's Temple of Triumph. See some Slumber can go to the bottom. It's funny how these lands, the temples seem strictly worse than the Scrylands. But in decks that don't care about land types and don't care about the graveyard, I think they're strictly better. Because the information you reveal off a Scryland, I hit a creature, it's so sick. If they just have turn 2 Helping Hand, I'm going to be so mad. The information that you give off of it is It's pretty big, you know, like, now we know they have this, I mean, they're a graveyard deck, but, alright, no recommission, please, thank God. Alright, so, they could have a counterspell here. We have just a natural Imodanes. Also, if I go for the favor and they bounce in response, it's pretty brutal too, so, I mean, just attack for 2, and step Virtue, play tap land. Bivouac, there you go. We can Appraiser next turn, which is even better. Also does not require a target, so. Moment of Truth. Resolves. 1 to hand, 1 to graveyard, 1 to bottom. And then middle of Vernaculus. Oh, that's pretty good. Oculus going wide is pretty good against us, because obviously, oh, they don't have it. Sick. Wow. Thank Heaven for small miracles, right? Here's our Virtue. They're going to negate the Virtue. Awesome. That's insane for us. Alright, so, land Appraiser. This will lead to a Imodane Recruiter or Rest in Peace. Both are great. Rest in Peace would be preferred, but... Alright, there's Rest in Peace. Banger. Should save that negate. Unless they have... some spell pierce I'm unaware of. Unsummon, sure. Whatever. Rest in Peace is the ticket. Rest in Peace in play makes their deck almost unplayable. Unless they have like Monastery Mentors or something like that. You know, Jin does nothing, and then Oculus does nothing because he hasn't cast it. They have an exercise. Sure, so they have an exercise. It's fine. Now we just have, you know, all the time in the world to do all our stuff. We draw Quintorius, best possible draw, and we discover into a favor. Cool. And then this will hit either a Rest in Peace or an Imodanes. Guess who's back? And again, that's the cool part about Cascade, where like when you have a sideboard card that fits into your Cascade scheme, you just always hit it, like all the time, always. You know, like you're just gonna keep having it over and over and over again. You know, we have 14 Rest in Peace in our deck. Quintorius works with the adventure here too. All right, awesome game. All right, game 3. More Rest in Peace, please. Rip. Well, we got a Rest in Peace by one mulligan. Oh, this hand's really bad. It's pretty hard to go to 5. We're just gonna keep. Sad keep. I mean, if we draw 2-drop and we have favor, maybe we have a fast Rest in Peace, but... Alright, that's not a land. That's also not a land. I guess it's a creature, which is nice, so now we have a target for favor. If I were to tap out for like a creature there. There's a Virtue. We drew a land. It's a somewhat awkward land, but sure, we can cast our Seraph. Sorry, we're playing Mirrex over Fountainport. Play Seraph. And counter it, sure. No problem, say go. And now we can at least cast Recruiter or Favor. Love to draw us a Plains. Nope. Alright, so we don't want to cast Favor and also open mana. We'll just cast it with Recruiter. It ain't pretty, but attack for 6 is not nothing, you know? Alright, cool. They have no end step play? What is going on? How do they have no land but no spells? Okay. I'm not casting Favor on this person. I'm just going to cast a Naked Beza, I think. So, just attack and see what happens. Really weird spot, right? Like, what could they possibly have? Their deck's all cantrips, 3-mana creatures, and removal spells. They could have split up, maybe? I guess Beza. Might have another interference, I guess. Like, counter spells are one of the few things that make sense. If they want to counter this, great. They're not countering Quintorius, so sure. It's great. So maybe an instance of overboarding in our opponent's hand. Too many reactive cards. Here's a Chart of Course. If I tap out and I can play Favor, that's great. I draw land for Quintorius, also great. So, discard Oculus. And bring it back tapped with a blue up. So, need to watch out for an unsummon here on one of my creatures. We draw land though? Sure. We just gotta go for the Quintorius here. Probably win the game on the spot here, so. There's Quintorius. Discover 4. Cascade into a Appraiser. Discover. Cascade into a Rest in Peace. Not as aggressive as we might like, but still very good. Now we just attack. They have to block. We go to 1 life point with a Quintorius in play. They can attack it, obviously, but like we should attack back on the ground. We have Rule Spell, Mirrex's, and of course, Rest in Peace is in play too. So get lost. Okay. Man, are we gonna cast a 5-mana Steel Slumber here? It's like it's a draft game. Nah, let's guess this. Never mind. Here's Appraiser. No second stroke, please. Ooh, it resolves. And Favor. Favor will target with the Appraiser. They want to bounce it, whatever. If they kill it, it's annoying, but cool. This will hit a Imodane's or Rest in Peace. Imodane's, awesome. Damn. That was also quite impressive. Alright, on the pledge. Winning all of our die rolls here. And, sounds fun. We got Temples Find Some Gas. Got some land drops. 2-drop. Etali's Favor. All looks kind of nice. Favor's a pretty interesting card. One of the few cascadey cards that can hit itself, which is obviously a very uncommon characteristic. Usually you're cascading down a chain. Alright, temple it up. Ship the land. Alright, Virtue into Favor. Bloomin' Marsh, Llanowar Elves. Okay. Turn Duglissa would be a little scary, I'm not gonna lie, but the tumbleweed goes brushing by. What the hell took so long? Yeah, alright, getting Glissa. Alright, pretty good, right? So, there's Glissa. We draw Geological Appraiser. Alright, we can play Etali's Favor on this and just hit like a... We hit a... we obviously hit an Imodane, like we were supposed to, but like... We can't attack. It does make our Appraiser better next turn, though. So I'm like kind of about it, just like flood the board. Alright, so Favor up. Cascade into another Favor, sure. Cascade into Recruiter. Cast the Recruiter. I guess you can also put it in your hand, right, technically. But this is fine, because now if the Glissa attacks, we just slam Appraiser, hit another Imodane, and attack for 1,000,000, so... Okay. Glissa goes off. Draw a card I can only imagine. Yep. Man, 3 perfect mana here. 3 Bayous in a row. And Mosswood. Sure. Alright. They like probably have a Dark spell here, which is fine. Just get a mountain. Good news is that a lot of our creatures are immune to go throw, which is kind of cool. Alright, so we get a Favor. Favor will target the Appraiser. If they have go for the throat, they can kill the creature in response. Which kind of sucks, actually, because it breaks the chain. Yeah. Alright. This is vulnerable to cut down, but this is our best creature. Sure. Alright, so that stops the chain, obviously. Trading Imodanes for Mosswood. I guess I want to, because if we're just gonna... I have luck with this. That's fine. Alright, sure. No, that's fine. Alright, so we say go. Glissa kills deals with the Virtue also. Glissa's kind of nasty. A little soft with Glissa. Not a lot of removal spells in our deck. Land 5. Aquazots. Okay. Sure. Trading 4/4 for Aquazots is probably better in the long run, honestly, than like letting it attack a few times and giving them baths, so sure. We're seeing here that our kind of like our lack of removal is obviously tough. You know, there are a lot of must-kill creatures in the format. You know, turn 2 Glissa is just like, you know, like, all right, I guess. You know, if you have a kill spell, it's fine. But if you don't have a kill spell, it's like really, really rough. All right, they're gonna block. Double block, sure. Okay, so those go away. That comes back as a land. And now we're just going to jam us as a 5-power creature. Again, we can't really play the Virtue because I'll just kill it. I guess it's better than them drawing a card, so we might do that if we have nothing else to do, but we're kind of in the market for something big here. Oh my god. Well, they got it all so far, folks. They have the Disenchant for my poor 4/5 Assembler, which is supposed to be good against them because it's immune for the go for the throat, but they got both sides of the ball covered here clearly. I guess no locks. Glissa draw a card. Yeah. Play land. Another land of elves. Let's have and draw a land of our own. So I would say we are in some pretty big doo-doo here. Etali, so we do better than that. Yeah, we're just pretty dead here, I think. Play Virtue, get a counter, say go. We're a Dio Beater, a removal spell, which they probably have. They're 1,000 cards. Yeah, so pretty tough game. Turn 2 Glissa Sunte. Turn 2 Glissa just took us to Brown Town. Like, we just got solo by Glissa. We have some removal spells. We obviously have the 3 Carnosaurs, the 2 Slumbers, but not enough clearly. So let's look at our sideboard here. I think it's a matchup where I like the Starfall Invocations. I would say Season of the Burrow seems kind of bad. Beza seems pretty unnecessary here. It's a lot of 5 drops. It's hard to like view the curve of this deck, you know. This is 2, this is 2. Sure, it looks a lot better like that. Honestly, I think we cut the Etali's favors. Because like they're so bad against removal spells. Just cut all of these. Bring in some Starfall Vacations. Maybe we do leave the Bezas in. And now we're cascading into Recruiters. Would I want to cascade into anything else? I don't think so. Split Up's kind of interesting too. Too narrow though. The Bezas. And maybe we just leave some of the bigger cards. The Wrath does seem really good against them, right? They're just very, very creature-based. Kayla's Command. Maybe this is supposed to come in when you board out the favors. I mean, it's not great. You know, it's 2/2, you get a bit of planes or gain some life. Get a 2/2. It just doesn't seem very good, you know? But Split Up's also, like, pretty narrow. Or, like, it might not be good. And if it isn't good, you put it into your hand. Let's keep Beza. Oops. Beza Season of the Burrow. Sure. Let's try this. On the button. Yeah, sure. Obviously pretty clunky, but 3 Steel Seraph. No Liner Elves is nice. So no, just give me no turn 2 Glissa, you know? Just kind of try and dodge that bullet if we can. We got Mirrex number 2, sure. And Mirrex is fine. It's a 4-drop technically. Alright, they're doing nothing. This is awesome. So nice go for the throat you got there. They have Terror Sunder. Annoyed! Ugh. So it doesn't actually have the 6 mana value, and it's a prototype. No! Alright, so we have the Starfall Invocation for Glissa this time. Not much to do with it, but this is probably fine. Let's put another creature here. Alright, let's take 3. Okay, we have Carnosaur, 3 Carnosaur, 3 Carnosaur, 2 Steeds from Slumbers. We have ways to kill it, you know, we just haven't really drawn them. Land 4. Mosswood, draw a card. Alright, so make a token. How do you want to handle this? We could fire up Quintorius and just, like, discover. And see what we hit. It's funny, you know what? That was wrong. I shouldn't have made this token. Because if I discover into a Beza, now I won't get tokens, which is, like, huge. Okay, that's an interesting little wrinkle there. Like, Wrathing here is pretty bad, I think. If I play Quintorius, though, and I minus it, we don't hit that well, it's just going to die. It's tough. Tough call. Honestly, Wrathing seems kind of fine. Like, just trying Quintorius on a cleaner board. Alright, so there you go. Soulstone Sanctuary. Sheoldred the Apocalypse. That's pretty good. And we got Steel Seraph. Alright, so let's just fire up a Cascade Train here. Scry. We see a land. Doesn't matter, I guess. Anyway. And play Quintorius. Discover. Cascade into a Imodane. So that was a whiff, unfortunately. Sure. Just gonna say go. And we'll try and block if given the option. Oh my god. Alright, brutal game here. Just getting wrecked. Yeah. Yeah. This seems like kind of a... It seems like it, like... You would think it would be an okay matchup because, like, we're kind of like... We go big pretty well, but they're must-kill threats alongside a lot of removal spells. Just, you know, the mid-range soup here. Alright, take a damage. Yeah, we just have, like, not a lot of ways to really crawl back into the game. Play a 5-4. Unfortunately, they're about to play a 6-6. And they're up many, many cards. Here's Archfiend with the Dross. I guess the Wrath would be good here. Draw. Virtue of Loyalty. Does let our Seraph match their Archfiend. I guess. Sure. A lot of cut downs in their deck, so they're not very good against us. I guess they're okay, but... Alright, so pump to a 6. We just swing all out, we're just dead though, right? We just like block this, take 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're super dead. Yeah, alright. Well, tough match. Definitely quite the shellacking. Not ideal, but definitely feels pretty difficult. Yeah, super dead. Alright, GG. Okay, so that last match was a little tough, obviously, but there's a lot of really cool things happening here. I think that the biggest issue is sort of just a lack of removal. Having answers to good quality creatures. We have some, but they're not great. See some Slumber's okay, 2-mana Doomblade, a tap creature. You can channel the Carnosaur. The Carnosaur seems really awkward because, like, if you cast Carnosaur and just hit, like, an Assembler or a Virtue of Loyalty, it's pretty bad. It's not, like, guaranteed to start the chain like Quintorius is much more likely to do. The favors are also, I think these definitely should come out a lot of the time. These seem very bad against removal. But just the general practice of, like, playing Quintorius or Appraiser, hitting Imodanes is pretty awesome. Quintorius is pretty good as well. Sideboard needs some work too, I think, but overall, really cool idea. Definitely a super sweet deck. Really, really cool and worth exploring more. So, I'm Davis for CoolStuffInc.com. Thanks for watching, obviously, as usual. Use promo code GYM5. 5% off your order here on CoolStuffInc.com. Get that holiday shopping done. I'll see you next week. Happy going, folks.